Narumi Bernal in the midfield could drop into that back line. That in turn will allow for Kruger, Carl in those wide areas to push higher with a bit more of a defensive lineup to start tonight's game. They do feel like this is going to give them the best opportunity to get a result away from home, but it's the three in the midfield. They have to dominate this game on both sides of the ball, specifically in possession, finding their front runners early as possible to set up the attack.
Our first Friday night here at Audi Field in the district. Natalie Simon, the referee this evening. And Ashley Hatch gets the first touch. We're on your way. Week 3 of the NWSL begins on Prime. It is the Spirit hosting Bay FC.
This Washington Spirit team in the midfield start to conduct play.
Ball lobbed into the box, so Shawala coming after it. Ball lashed wide.
Well, this ball has to be in the back of the net. Look at the surface right in behind that back line. Whipped in. You see McKeown facing her own goal. It's difficult right here for her to be able to clear the line. So many numbers around her. Again, facing her own goal. Penelope Hawking with the entire...
The only member of the triple espresso trio to be part of this upcoming camp. Free kick here for Washington. Hatch backs that header. Close.
Duels, and Hatch in particular just loses her mark. It's right in between a number of players, but it's a run from McKenna Morris that draws the attention initially. Then it's Hatch that's able to rise above, and typically we see Hatch finding the back of these nets in the moment. All she has to do is...
Third now for Washington. Bernal, Rodman. Trinity Rodman, that takes a deflection, knocked off the underside of the bar. Follow-up ripped into the stands.
I love this from Trinity Rodman, because one of the things that you and I talked about coming into this game was harnessing the energy of the stadium, the fans, but also harnessing the energy of Trinity Rodman being back in the starting lineup. She'd found herself out wide, hadn't had a ton of touches. This time she comes inside, just a little spin move to be able to create a little separation in that shot, but Silkowitz keeps her feet moving. That's an excellent save to keep it out of the back of the net, and then makes herself big immediately.
There are a few coaches that say, I'd rather win 5-4, but Albertine Montoya is one of them. Morris, great first touch. Back to Santos. Slides outside. Kruger in an advanced position. Santos curls across. Hatch, go! Now in the top 5 in NWSL history. Goal number 55 for Ashley Hatch.
And you love the celebration, Mike, from Ashley Hatch. But it has been pure domination in the last 15 minutes for this Washington Spirit team, locking Bay in. It just felt like a matter of time. And it's Ashley Hatch. We had just referenced her being able to stay higher up the field, but also these wide areas where they could dominate this game, the Washington Spirit. And it's just the patience. Patience to not force, to not serve a ball in, and just be hopeful instead. Santos picks out Ashley Hatch, and just look at the movement. At the last second, it's a little change of pace to get in front of Abby.
Narumi, ball headed in! Another one! Ashley Hatch! Two goals in less than 5 minutes, and it is rowdy and Audi.
Well, no better time. Mike, when we talk about speed of play, yes, sometimes it's about slowing things down. There's the final whistle, but also it's about understanding when you can go first time. Excellent look from Kruger to play in Trinity Rodman, knowing the pressure was coming quickly.
If you were living under a rock, you missed Lima's goal last week. An absolute jaw-dropper. First pro goal. We'll see if there's an encore tonight. They'll need that and maybe a little bit more. They trail 2-0 at the break. And on we go to the second half here at Audi Field on this Friday night. Our long-awaited Prime debut here at Audi Field. We never got here last year.
It's your first time here. Welcome.
Thank you. I hear there is some outstanding cake that I need to try.
There is some outstanding cake.
It is 7 layers and it is rainbow. I cannot wait. Well, if Washington is going to have their cake and eat it too, what do they need to do in the second half? You hear the adjustments to be more defensively sturdy from Jonah, the message to the group?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily be more defensively sturdy, because I thought they did a really good job of when to step up their pressure, send their wing backs higher up to be able to dispossess in better positions to win it back and then go to goal quickly. But they also did a good job of dropping into the back five and just controlling the game with the ball in front of them when BFC did have possession. But now they're going to have to really pick and choose their times because of this player right here, Carly Lima, her ability to run it back lines.
First touch for Kundananji is a bouncing shot. Her head's been the difference. 2-headed goals, her first brace where both goals came off her noggin. There goes Taylor Huff. Huff unloads and scores! Game on in Washington! And Taylor Huff, her first NWSL goal!
Higher up, gaining confidence. There's just a big clearance initially, but I love this from Carly Lima because she just takes it off her chest. Then it goes to Taylor Huff, and you just see the space, and she's always going to take it. No one steps. Renaud tries to make the play, but in the end, there's just time and space for Taylor Huff to be able to get her head up, pick out the corner in that far post, and she does it perfectly for her first goal in her rookie season. And what a finish it is to cut this lead in half for BFC.
Huff out of Florida State put up monster numbers. The natural run of Kundananji would be to widen out. So
I actually think that this goal is going to stand, because if you watch Carl, she knows exactly what she's doing. She runs right into the path of Kundananji. It's just the momentum of Kundananji that takes her out, but she knows exactly what she's doing, trying to stall the run from Kundananji. See what Natalie Simon says.
15,000 with bated breath. No goal. So Huff's first goal wiped off on the Kundananji foul. Pickett, now Dahlkemper. Lofts across, Kundananji after it, looping header above the bar.
Well, the positioning of Pickett has been excellent so far in the second half, because she's just picking off.
Kundananji sends early, ball deflected toward frame by Lima. A really good look for Carly Lima, a week removed.
Oh, this is where Jonah Heraldez feels his team has progressed considerably, just being in these positions defensively, but they have to make sure once the ball comes into the 18-yard box, somebody's touched tight. Well, the amount of work that Narumi Santos have put.
Said fits their build best as a center back, Bernal, but played for Mexico in midfield. Ball given away, Detrizio on the run. Detrizio into the penalty area and held with Hatch approaching by Silkowitz. Washington a 2-goal lead. Stay tuned. The post-match show presented by Nick's Professional Makeup. Ashley Hatch set to join us. Plus, we'll discuss the upcoming international break. Look ahead to the big matchups of the weekend here in Week 3, National Women's Soccer League. About 3 minutes remain. Didasco angles the cross, and Lima stuck it right at the near post. Full extension from Kingsbury.
This watcher right in the middle of your screen just stays out of it initially. It's Morgan that had dropped back. Good save in the end from Kingsbury, because you can see she screened the very last.
That's it, it's full time, and the Washington Spirit, a commanding first half, an Ashley Hatch brace, and they see